You ready?
I think so.
Hello and welcome to the Kickout's first ever prediction contest on our brand new prediction league. If you're not aware, myself and Dave, right here, that's Dave. I'm Daragh.
This is
Hello.
Daragh.
We are going to be doing our own prediction league from now until November, and then at the end of November, the winner gets a sweet prize, which we haven't divulged the information yet. I don't think we will.
When are we actually going to reveal that?
When it becomes certain that we have the prize in our hands.
Okay, so it's still in the books, is it?
It's still in the... Yeah, it's still being processed at the moment.
So the way it looks like, the way whoever wins this could get nothing, but whoever loses has to still do... Well, you can say.
Well, the winner gets the winning feeling.
The winning feeling. Well, the loser gets a
the
forfeit.
glory of beating another person.
Yeah, but the loser.
The loser is going to have to do a horrible forfeit.
And honestly, it's concerning me as it goes along. Like, but should we make it clear very now of what we can actually allow for a forfeit, or?
No, like, so if you haven't been paying attention to our Facebook page, we recently put up the point system for our prediction league, and how it's going to work. So I'll put it up here now so you can see it again. And as you'll see, the points are given out, and there's a great chance to get extra points as well for predicting the way the match will finish exactly, not just predicting who will win, because that just seems a little boring.
It does seem boring, yeah.
So we'll just get it. And of course, our first one is going to be Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, which is happening this Sunday. And one of the matches has already thrown our predictions out. All our predictions out there because it's an Iron Man match, and we didn't predict any sort of bonus points for it.
Yeah.
But we'll get onto that in a minute. Like I said, in terms of forfeits, our forfeit system will work this way. Keep sending ideas for forfeits to us through our Facebook page, either as a comment or as a message. Ideally, we like it as a message because we'll definitely see it then.
And then ideally then afterwards, then what we're going to do is that after we have, we're going to have a deadline. Is it before SummerSlam, isn't it?
SummerSlam weekend, yes.
Yeah, SummerSlam weekend. So that's miles away. It's until
you
August
got another
20th.
month. Yeah.
The weekend of August 20th. So until then, guys, we're going to put up all these videos. Going to put up a few photos for reminders saying of different forfeits you want, or forfeits that you would like us to do. And then what we do, then we pick our best five. Or
I think the most original 5 ideas we will pick from, and then we will let you again vote out of those 5 which is the best one, and we'll keep the vote open. I say for about another month as well. I think a month would be a good span of time to get a lot of votes in.
So maybe Halloween or something like that. Yeah.
Not so much. I say end of September.
Something like that.
End of September, yeah, and then that gives us enough time to then organise
forfeit to digest what what he'll be doing afterwards. So.
What you will be doing, sir.
No,
I will be having the glory of winning. Because I am a winner.
He thinks he's in an advantage because he's predicted probably all but one pay-per-view this year. But bear in mind, we're betting on Japan as well, which he knows little to nothing about. Ring of Honor as well. We might be doing one of them with 2 of them as well. And he knows feck all about that right now. He thinks he has an advantage. WWE is one thing, but everything else.
Don't worry about it, Dave. Don't you worry. You think you're going to win.
I know I'm
That's
going to
great.
win.
I love
I'm going to win.
The passion right there that you have.
I know I'm going to win.
But anyway, look, we'll get into it. And like I said, we'll get into our Great Balls of Fire predictions right now.
Right.
It's just Great Balls of Fire.
Pre-show.
The pre-show, and it will be the Cruiserweight title on the line. Akira Tozawa against the King of the Cruiserweights, Neville. Who do you have and why?
Well, first of all, I don't like this match even being in the pre-show, in my opinion.
No.
It's too good of a match. And again, the Cruiserweights, they should be in the main roster the whole time. I mean, Neville, especially the sound he's wrestling, even against guys like Lindsay Dorado and 205, and they're giving them all great showings. Everyone performs very well under him. As for this match, you know, I like to think of becoming a believer of the Titus Worldwide.
Okay.
I like what he's got to me. I used to not believe it so much, but with Kira Tozawa behind, I get the feeling that, like, you know, it's something you want to get behind. That's I'm still picking Neville.
You built that up for no reason at all. You built Akira Tozawa up just to crush him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Neville to retain. But I'm not sure how, though.
Well,
I can't see him losing by submission, even to the rings of Saturn, or maybe not getting locked in. So I'm gonna go with screw a pinfall win.
A pinfall win.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with you that I think Neville is going to win. I believe that Austin Aries was the guy to take the belt off Neville if anyone was going to. But now that Austin Aries is out of the title picture for a while, this match hasn't really had that much of a build-up. I feel that they could be doing a few more matches
I'm
with
not
them.
sure if it has a good bit of build up.
It's
Mostly
a
with Titus
bit.
involved.
Mostly with Titus, but nothing with Akira Tozawa, and that could be more to do with.
That's fine,
That
Titus
could be
can
more
help.
to do with the language barrier that Vince is not comfortable with him just yet on the mic. He has done a few interviews, and he actually is very good with his English.
Yeah.
Fantastic, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. But I'm agreeing with you. I think Neville is going to win.
Yeah. Vince really has a problem with Akira Tozawa's English if it's that good. Is there a problem where people speak? Is there people problem with people speaking?
Unless they don't speak, unless they're not American, I think he has a problem with them speaking.
I was going to say that.
Look at Cesaro.
Cesaro speaks enough English.
Yeah, but he never gets any mic time.
But Nakamura says very little as well.
Yeah.
Oh no! If they don't speak enough English,
Are you trying to say there's a race problem in WWE?
I never said that. I said they're not confident in other people speaking English.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to agree with you. I think Neville is going to win. I do not think it's going to be a pinfall victory, though. I think it could be through some dastardly means, and I think it will be a DQ win. I think it's going to be a DQ win for Tozawa.
Okay.
And Neville's going to leave with the belt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It then can continue on the rivalry for a little longer, and I think those two will probably have a match maybe at SummerSlam.
Okay, makes sense.
We'll move on to the main show though, and the match that has thrown our point system for the prediction league out of shape. It's the 30-minute Iron Man match for the tag team titles. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, the Hardy Boys against Sheamus and Cesaro.
Before we even think about a prediction here, I think we should figure out how we're going to rule this.
Okay, so what we'll do is, obviously, as you would have seen with our points, our predictions are given out if you get the two members of the tag teams involved in the pinfall right, you get extra points. We will give an extra point if you get the scoreline correct.
So the way 1 point for win, or for how it's won, and 1 point for the correct score.
Yeah.
All right, seems fair.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not a lot of extra points, but it still is that extra point that could be the catalyst at the end.
Okay, so where do you go?
I feel that looking forward that this is going to be the end of their rivalry.
Yeah, it has to be.
There's going to be something new, and I feel that because of the other teams that are on Raw, or I should say the lack of other teams really on Raw at the moment, the only other team that could challenge for the title would be the Revival.
Or, well, there's also
they're not going to bring the club up. The club have been squashed completely. And the important thing is with the club and with the Revival is they're both heels.
That's good points, yeah.
So I feel that the Hardy Boys are going to win this match because they need them to I think it's the right thing for them to take the belt into SummerSlam as the champions, and for them to work with Revival will actually be pretty good as well.
Okay.
I think the Revival are a perfect team to break Matt Hardy. So I'm going to go for the Hardy Boys,
okay,
and I'm going for them to win 2-1.
2-1 in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes.
You make a good point about the Hardys and how the lack of a tag team. Let's think about it. Who's on Raw again. So there's the Hardys. This is Aaron Sheamus. There's the club. As you say, there's Spears, there's Squash, and there's Revival who are coming back. And is that it?
Slayer and Rhino. But they seem to be in the tag.
What about Bowens and Curtis Axel nowadays?
Also heel.
Yeah, there's not many face teams, is there? I like your idea on the Hardys. Like, I was thinking about picking Cesaro and Sheamus for this because I feel they're a stronger team. But then again, you see the head-to-head record. Thinking about it, and the Hardys are booked very strong for this. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go with the Hardys as well by a 3-2 victory.
3-2?
Yeah.
Okay, you think there's going to be that many falls in half an hour?
Oh, you'd be surprised. Surprised.
Okay. The Intercontinental title is on the line. The Miz with Maurice and the Miz Taraj.
I forgot about this match.
Against Dean Ambrose.
I forgot about this match.
Who have you got and why?
I can't see the Miz losing this match. I really can't. Especially now that he has the entourage on his back. And he makes
Mr. Ross.
Mr. Ross, excuse me. And the fact that also like he makes a good point about Dean Ambrose. Like it or not, like he's a far better champion than Dean Ambrose.
It was a very interesting point. Miz has
Reflect on it on the
this
show,
quality of has this great quality when he is doing promos that he actually speaks in reality as well about how the superstar has been performing, and he was pretty right about Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, so I'm going to go again. I have to go with Miz by pinfall. I imagine the Miz Taraj will be involved somehow.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'm going to agree with you. I think it is going to be Miz that will win. That many people there, I don't think Dean Ambrose is going to come out on top with it as well. Especially because Miz has just got the title back as well.
Yeah.
And Miz does make the title relevant. Dean Ambrose, he doesn't, unfortunately. And I feel that it's time for Miz to move on to something else, move on to someone else. Possibly maybe Finn Balor, I don't know. It could be, especially if he gets out of that stupid rivalry with Elias Sampson. But listen, we talked enough about that on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that should be a kick-off match, realistically, probably, instead of the Cruiserweight title. But
I agree. The IC title is a kick-off match?
No, it's not. It's the Cruiserweight.
No, but do you want the IC title instead?
No. Balor against Sampson.
Oh, yeah. Well, for all we know, it could be announced after we make this video.
So I am also going for the Miz. Miz by pinfall. I'm sure Miz Taraj and Maurice are going to get involved in some way or another, but I do feel, yes, pinfall victory.
Alright, cool. So we're going to agree on that.
Yeah. On to the next one. Probably the one with the... Well, not the most at stake. Probably the biggest emotional ties.
Yes.
Of the night, and that is Enzo Amore versus Big Cass. They finally split up. And
breaks my heart.
Yeah. Who have you got and why?
Big Cass cannot lose this match.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, like, even though Enzo attacked him on Raw the other week, or just this week, just the size difference between the two, and realistically, like, we see how Enzo is historically against guys who are much bigger than him. He always goes flat on his back, goes big crash landing and all.
The ragdoll effect.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it'll be a miracle if Enzo wins this. So, like, unless again Rob Buchan can tell us could predict anything, but you can't
exactly,
see Big Cass by pinfall easily.
I would be the same. I do think Big Cass is going to win. I think they are moving forward with Big Cass as being the next big guy. I had difficulty thinking about how this match is going to play out. I did think maybe they might do a thing where it's a knockout victory for Big Cass, where he beats Enzo Amore so bad that he can't continue.
Okay.
But in the end, I think I am going to go for a pinfall victory.
Yeah.
For Big Cass, and I think that is going to be Big Cass going forward. I think maybe we might see something after the match where he continues to attack Enzo, and we might see someone come out and save it. Big Show has been involved with Enzo recently. We might see the Big Show come out, but we will see what happens. Moving on to the women's title match, though, Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. Who have you got?
This is an interesting one because you feel that Alexa's reign is sort of dying a bit. Especially in a way because of the segments that she's been up to lately. Maybe it's not like who knows? I just don't know. I'm not convinced by her being a champion, but then again, that could easily reverse the idea of like, oh, doesn't seem so strong now, but she comes up and has a good showing. I'm gonna go with Sasha to beat her.
Sasha
to submit her.
Submit her.
To be new champion.
So this is where we differ. This is where the points could be different.
It's only different so far, yeah.
I am going with Alexa Bliss.
By what?
I'm going with Alexa Bliss by pinfall.
Okay.
With I think she calls it the Bliss DT or something like that.
Is that it?
Or the DDT finisher. Anyway, I feel that because of all the mishmash stuff they had with Charlotte and Sasha changing the title over every 2 weeks, they want to have a champion that had the title for a while, and I think Alexa Bliss is actually doing a really good job as having a champion. She's doing that heel champion properly, where she picks and chooses her moments.
That's the thing. That's why I'm not so sure. Because
That's-
she picks her moments, I feel, too much.
That's why I think she's a lot cleverer as well. And then
Maybe.
people are
It reads off wrong for me then, I guess.
Yeah, it could be. But I do feel that Alexa Bliss is going to retain. And I think she will win by pinfall after the DDT.
Great wrestlers, both aren't they?
It will be a good match.
Great
I'm
match.
looking forward
Great
to
wrestlers,
a
aren't
good
they?
match.
Both quality wrestlers, by the way.
I would like to see it go to the
Women's
finish.
wrestling, lads.
Women's wrestling.
Let's bring it up.
I would like to go see a proper finish, but I don't see it being a clean finish. There will be some sort of dirty finish involved in it.
No one will be involved. I don't see anyone being involved in this match.
And maybe not being involved, or maybe Alexa hitting Sasha with the title or something like that, or doing something. It won't be a clean finish like it was when she went up against Bayley.
Yeah.
So something, because they will continue this rivalry, I think, a little longer.
Okay.
Moving on though, to the ambulance match.
The ambulance
Roman
match.
Reigns against Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
This one was a difficult one to pick for me personally. I don't know about yourself.
It's tricky in the sense that, like, you know, it just looks like it could be the end of the rivalry of this match. And if that tells us anything, then they should be clear. But you have to think, is it still even possible for, like, how can you do that and still make Strowman look strong? Like, you know, on that logic, Reigns.
You're going Reigns.
I'm going Reigns.
Okay, so you think Reigns is going to put him into the back of the ambulance?
Like, somehow, some way. Like if this is the end of the rivalry, which I reckon it should be, then I imagine they're gonna have Reigns come out on top. Therefore, I'm going with that.
It's all dependent on what the plan is for SummerSlam.
Which it doesn't seem like the two of them are going to be involved.
Well,
I can't see it.
Looking at the way Joe and Brock has been so far, he's been killing it as well. So, I'm going for Strowman. Purely because of what we saw just this past Monday, where Reigns went and speared Braun through a table.
Yeah, true.
And Braun still got up.
That's good points, yeah.
How is Roman then meant to... Like, the idea of the match is to beat your opponent down so badly that you drag them into the ambulance and he can't get out of it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be... That's not a bad thing, because even if he's groggy, he can just get into the hospital.
I don't see them doing that.
Treat the ambulance like a drunk tank, Roman, and it'll be just fine, okay?
I don't see that, because I just feel that the way that these matches are booked is the person is pretty much unconscious when they go in.
Yeah.
And you see an unconscious Braun Strowman, no one's lifting him into that. Now, unless they're going Super Saiyan Roman Reigns booking, and they're going, he's going to like get.
Or they put him into a fucking
a huge feat of strength to put him in there,
No,
which I would not be surprised to see. But I just feel that Strowman is the guy who is fast paced for a title match at the moment. So I feel that I think he needs it more than Roman. Roman is always going to be their guy. Braun is that...
But because of this could be the end of the rivalry, it seems, and because you'd say that they would beat that Reigns is the guy for them, then by logic you'd think it would be Reigns who'd win that match.
I would think that if Reigns was going for the title next,
doesn't have to go for the title. It doesn't have to have any title implications.
I don't know. I think if this is the perfect chance to build Braun, I think this is the match now that will make him.
I'm go. That was George who said hi to us.
This is the perfect match to build Braun, and I feel that I just feel that Braun is becoming the big heel of the company because he's just so good. He's so good.
I wouldn't even call him a heel. He's very over anyway.
He's over the crowd. Yeah. Well, the perception of heel and face is kind of skewed nowadays anyway, but that's a different conversation for a different video.
So you're going Strowman.
But I'm going Strowman.
Right, I'll stick him with Reigns.
Seth Rollins, the new cover star of WWE 2K18.
Yeah.
Against the Eater of Worlds, the God, Bray Wyatt.
Now, there's been talk that this rivalry could continue on for a while, which if you forgot about, isn't a good thing.
Nah.
That's the thing. Like, there's so they're trying to find as much things as they can now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bray for this match because I feel it could go on for a while and let Seth win it later on
Yeah.
by pinfall.
I think Bray. I'd also think Bray. I think there will be some dastardly sort of lights going out, sort of shenanigans happening, which will cause Bray to get over on Seth.
Yep.
I originally thought that Seth was going to beat Bray if this was a one and done, because obviously you want to build your cover star. But if you're continuing this rivalry, well then yes, you need Bray to win, and Bray obviously has been on a losing streak, so.
Oh, well, the losing streak, like, you know, so like
just they always give Bray the wins that mean nothing. This is kind of
it's
like
very rare. The only one was when he won the title.
when he won the title, and then he lost it. He lost it very quickly. But yes, I agree with you. I think it's going to be Bray by pinfall.
As I said, I could care less about a win-loss record. If it matters, if the win makes sense, then it makes sense.
Yeah. Well,
Unfortunately,
if
do
you
it
want
all
to
the time.
continue on the rivalry, then the win for Bray makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
event.
finally, main event.
This is actually the hardest
The
one for me.
Beast versus the Samoan. Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe. Now, before this rivalry got into it, you would have thought an easy prediction. But as the weeks have gone on, and how good this build-up has been, you just don't know.
Yeah. Although it makes me seem more convinced that it's going to be Brock.
I'm trying to build some suspense here, and you just cut it.
No, because like again, like it's going by, if we're looking. I guess we're both predicting the sense of looking ahead to SummerSlam here. Let's be honest.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
And in that sense, you'd think that Brock would hang on the title until then. Now, part of me wants Brock to lose because I said before, and I'll say it again, I don't like the idea of a part-timer holding a championship like that.
Which is fair.
No,
yeah.
no disrespect to Brock. I mean, he puts butts in seats, but he's taken away from guys who are trying to work for it, which I don't think is fair. And Joe would be perfect for a champion. I don't think it's too soon because Finn won it like almost straight away. A lot of things make sense going that Joe would win this match. In fact, I heard rumors, in fact, that Paul Heyman could turn on Brock. Can't see it happening, but we'd love to see it. Can you see Joe being a Paul Heyman guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I see.
Especially knowing what he's capable of from being in the chokeholds.
I could understand that. I could see the storyline going forward where Paul Heyman believes Brock was on his way out and he's not the beast that he was anymore.
No,
he's not the beast incarnate.
Whereas now Joe's the beast.
Whereas Joe is the future.
Yeah.
Whereas I think they're around the same age anyway, so I don't know.
Okay, but this is a thought maybe that doesn't have to happen straight away.
Yeah.
So,
I think it would make more sense if that was to happen at a SummerSlam.
Yes.
It would be a bigger surprise at a bigger show. So, for that, I am going with Brock.
Me too. Pinfall.
I think Brock is going to just about win.
It's going to be a tough match.
It's going to be a close match, and I think the seeds of doubt will be put there with Paul Heyman possibly. But I do believe Brock is winning this match, and they will continue this rivalry, which they should. So yeah, SummerSlam seems to be like a better time for if there is a turn to happen.
Yeah. So you think that way, like if there is something to happen in that sense, it would make sure at SummerSlam. So therefore, let Brock win this one, and let Joe win the one after. So let's go Brock. Brock makes more sense.
Okay, so we differ in a few things, so it's going to be interesting.
There's not that many differences. Like what? We disagree on the women's match.
Women's title
we
match.
disagree on
Sheamus.
the score in that match.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
And we disagree on the ambulance match.
Yeah.
So it's not much. So
there's not much. So we'll see. That is our predictions. Don't forget to listen to the show every Saturday between 3 and 5 on the RFM. If not, you can get us on all good podcasting apps. Just search The Kick Out. We are on iTunes, we're on Mixcloud, we're on all podcasting services. And also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Kick Out Live. And also, if you are ever interested in wanting a cool t-shirt, be sure to check out Dave's new company, The Kick Out Tees.
yeah, check us out on TKOkeys.com. We've only been open for like probably now 2 weeks at this stage. So, but we're just selling like if you're into wrestling and into humor, that's us. Like, you know, that's really the idea behind it. So we released a T-shirt the other day about Zack Sabre Jr. Because it was Harry Potter's 20th anniversary last week. You're a wizards, Zack, and stuff like that. And a bit of a plug to women's wrestling, which I think we've covered too much now.
I don't think we need to talk about that anymore.
No,
we did enough about it on the show anyway. So, but anyway, listen, that is our predictions for this week. Enjoy the Great Balls of Fire, and we will be back probably for a special video for the G1 Climax in the next few weeks, giving our predictions for who's going to win that.